The Business Travel Podcast, brought to you by the Business Travel Magazine.
Hi, my name is Bev Ferris and I'm the editor of the Business Travel Magazine, and I'd like to welcome you to our latest Business Travel podcast. Today, I am very pleased to be speaking to Arodi Dalpathadu, who is from NETGEAR. Hi, Arodi, how are you?
Good, Bev. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm very well. Nice to talk to you today. So basically, what's your position at NETGEAR, Arodi? What's your job title?
So I am the senior product line manager for mobiles and service provider. So I'm based out in Melbourne, Australia. So I'm quite a distance away from our headquarters, but the mobile kind of business unit is actually all based out of Australia. So my manager Graham McClendon, who heads up the product line for mobiles, is also based out of Melbourne, Australia.
So we're here today to talk about two particular products from NETGEAR, the M6 and the M6 Pro. So tell me in a nutshell, without getting too technical, about these products.
Yep. So the Nighthawk M6 and the M6 Pro are basically portable Wi-Fi hotspots, but on steroids. So they're designed to give you super fast internet access, no matter where you are in the world. They're small enough to fit inside your pocket, and they use the latest 5G technology to deliver blazing fast downloads and upload speeds. They also allow you to share up to 32 device connections. So your smartphones, your tablets, your laptops, up to 32 devices can connect to a Nighthawk M6 or an M6 Pro.
Okay, and you said 5G, not 4G. So that's important, is it, to have the 5G speed?
Yeah, so 5G is the latest and greatest, I guess, technology that service providers are offering today, and 5G gives you the most fastest speeds out on a cellular network. However, the Nighthawk M6 and the M6 Pro are both 4G compatible as well. So if you're not in a 5G coverage area, it'll always fall back to a 4G connection.
Okay, and I love the way you called it. You called it a mobile phone hotspot on steroids. So I mean, I've
Yeah,
mobile phone hotspot. What's different about what gives it the steroids?
So basically, the Nighthawk M6 and M6 Pro are basically designed as a data device, right? So your mobile phone, your main connectivity type is for voice calls. It does have the feature for, I guess, your Wi-Fi hotspot, but it doesn't have those advanced features like a Nighthawk M6 and M6 Pro. So that's why I say it's on steroids, because you've got all these advanced routing capabilities, as well as some advanced features, which I'll go into later on throughout this conversation.
Okay, so talk me through how it works. I mean, without getting too complicated, how does the technology work? What makes it so effective?
Yeah, so you can think of it as a powerful and feature-rich version of a mobile hotspot. It provides a Wi-Fi connection, and it relies on cellular networks for internet access, just like your mobile phone does. However, M6 and the M6 Pro are typically designed for faster data speeds, so it's optimized for faster data speeds opposed to voice, because we don't have to worry about voice. It also has better battery life, has Ethernet ports. And also, as I mentioned before, it has the advanced router features like offloading, port forwarding, as well as URL filtering. It's also got external antenna connectors. So if you're in a location where you can't get any signal at all, you can plug in an external antenna. Then your M6, M6 Pro has some signal. Your mobile phone then can connect to it over Wi-Fi and make a Wi-Fi call. So it actually enhances your mobile connectivity as well, because your mobile phone doesn't have external antenna connectors. So the actual M6 and M6 Pro will actually help your mobile phone to make voice calls.
Wow. So does it work anywhere?
Pretty much, yeah. So it works in 125 different countries around the world. So simply a user would just need to either enable international roaming on their domestic data SIM. So, if you're with, say, British Telecom and you're traveling to the US, you can contact British Telecom and say, I want to enable international roaming on my data SIM. If they are expensive. Like usually, international roaming plans can be quite expensive. What you can also do is when you land in that specific country, you can actually purchase a local data SIM and then plug that into the M6 and the M6 Pro, and then you've got data connectivity wherever you land.
Okay. So one of the things I was worried about when I'm working overseas is the kind of the security of the connectivity with the Wi-Fi. Talk to me through how that works with the M6 and the M6 Pro.
Yeah, so the M6 and the M6 Pro are designed with security in mind. So we're very security conscious at NETGEAR. So some of the advanced security features that we offer in the M6 and M6 Pro is WPA3 Wi-Fi encryption. So that's the latest Wi-Fi encryption protocols. It is a built-in firewall to block malicious attacks.
Mhm.
You've got URL filtering, so basically you can stop particular websites from being accessed, as well as you can also have MAC address filtering. What that means is you can whitelist just your smartphone, your tablet, your laptop, and then anyone else that tries to connect, for some reason they've been able to pick up your SSID and your password, they won't be able to authenticate and connect because you've got this whitelisting happening.
Okay.
It's also got a passcode lock, so you can have a passcode lock just like a mobile phone, so
Mhm.
no one can actually access your settings and try to gain access to your device maliciously.
Okay.
Has VPN pass-through, and then we have another feature which we call Wi-Fi offloading and Ethernet offloading. And what that basically does, it turns your Nighthawk M6 and M6 Pro into your personal firewall router. So say you're traveling and you're at the airport, or you're in a hotel lobby, or in a public Wi-Fi cafe,
Mhm.
uh, you can connect your M6 Pro to that public Wi-Fi network, and then all your devices that are connected to the M6 Pro will start using that connection as I guess the backhaul, and the cellular connection will go into standby. So what that does is, because the Nighthawk M6 Pro is the device that's connected to the public Wi-Fi network, any hackers can only see that device. They cannot see your devices because your devices are hanging off the M6 and the M6
Oh,
Pro. So
okay.
it gives you that additional layer of security. Plus, it allows you to preserve your data plan as well.
Yeah. And the other thing that obviously is often tricky is the battery life. But you mentioned it's got a very good battery life. Talk to me through more about that.
Yeah, so the battery life, active use, you can get up to 10 hours, and on standby, it's up to 250 hours of standby.
Oh, okay.
So, using the M6 Pro and the M6 actually allows you to preserve your battery life on your smartphone as well, because when you enable the hotspot feature on your smartphone, it does actually drain your battery
Mm.
quite quickly. So having a dedicated portable Wi-Fi router actually allows you to preserve your smartphone's battery life as well.
Yeah. So what are the differences between the M6 and the M6 Pro?
So there are a number of differences. So the M6 Pro, we have two different variants. We've got a variant that we sell into Europe, and we have a variant that we sell into North America and the APAC regions. The Europe version is basically it's powered by Qualcomm SDX65, which is the latest Qualcomm sub-6 5G chipset.
Mhm.
However, it does not have millimeter wave capability, so it's another kind of 5G technology which gives you even higher 5G speeds. Whereas the versions that we sell into APAC and North America have 5G millimeter wave, which allows you to get up to 8 gigabits per second on the downlink. Whereas the European M6 Pro is half that, so it'll give you 4 gigabits per second.
Okay.
The M6 will give you speeds of up to 2.5 gigabits per second on the downlink. The M6 has a 2.4-inch touchscreen, whereas the M6 Pro has a 2.8-inch touchscreen.
Okay.
The M6 also has Wi-Fi 6 support, whereas the M6 Pro has Wi-Fi 6E support. So it has tri-band versus dual band on the M6. So it's three radios at the three radio components in that particular device, but only two of those radios can operate in the one go. But the
Okay.
M6 only has dual band. It's only got the two radios that can actually transmit.
Okay.
Also has, so the M6 also has a 1 gigabit Ethernet port, whereas the M6 Pro has a 2.5 gigabit port.
Okay, but they
And
both.
then the main, yeah.
They might do, but they both do will be a godsend to travellers whichever one they opt for. What obviously a very important question to end with this one: how much do they cost?
So the M6 Pro, so as I said before, there's two different variants. You've got the European variant as well as the North American variant. So the North American APAC variant is $999 USD. Whereas the M6 Pro, which is the European version, is 999 euros.
Okay.
And then you've got the M6, which is 849 euros and 649 USD.
Okay, brilliant. Is there anything else you wanted to say before we say goodbye today? I think we've got some great information there about both products.
No, I basically, yeah, like the M6 Pro are one of our top selling products today. It's, it's won a few awards in terms of industrial design. It's a really good product. I would say it's one of those products that you would have in your bag or in your kind of suitcase as your travel companion, because you can use it anywhere in the world. I should also mention that it can also act as a backup battery. So if your smartphone does start to, I guess, run out of battery, you can actually use the M6 and the M6 Pro to actually charge your smartphone or tablet as well.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for joining me today, Arodi, and telling us more about the NETGEAR products. Have a lovely evening. Take care.
Thanks for having me, Beverly. Appreciate it.
Bye.